Seja muito bem-vindo a mais um vídeo aqui deste canal. Estamos aqui com o... Eita, pera aí, calma lá. Ô, que isso? Seja muito bem-vindo a mais um vídeo aqui deste canal. É aqui, aqui, ó. É esse aqui, ó. Tá vendo o dedo aqui, ó? Ó lá. Estamos aqui para mostrar e a gente vai fazer um react de um cara que fez o universo dentro do Minecraft. Sabia?
Não, sim.
Não ou sim?
Sim.
Ah, tá, sim. Então vamos ver como é que é isso?
É babá.
Vamos ver, vamos dar uma olhada aqui.
This is the universe, home to the most powerful spectacles in existence. And I'm about to build it in Minecraft. I mean everything from the smallest planet to the entire universe itself.
Olha lá.
But first we're going to start with our home, Earth. And the only way to truly appreciate the beauty of our planet is by jumping out of an airplane.
Ele demorou anos pra fazer isso.
Ah, deve ter demorado bastante, né? Vamos tentar passar essa parte aqui. Ele foi de paraquedas, acho, né? Aí ele tá mostrando. Vamos voltar aqui.
Nossa.
Olha lá.
Planet. I can't believe that actually worked. But the continents were nothing compared to recreating the exact colors of every jungle, desert, and ocean on our planet. This ended up taking me 3 days.
O planeta Terra
Spaceflight
em
is extremely
Minecraft.
intense. On one side of the planet, you have just blinding lights, and on the other side, an eternal void of darkness. And because normal Minecraft doesn't have space light, I made my own. Apparently, you can paint with light in Minecraft. Oh, no way. This is sick. But at the time, I had no idea that this small detail was literally going to be the reason that everything you see in this video was possible. What's crazy
E também ele tá fazendo a iluminação do sol na Terra lá.
To put it into context, I had built one planet out of 100 billion in the Milky Way alone. Not to mention the entire universe, which contains roughly this many planets. I don't even know what that number is.
Essa é a quantidade de planetas que tem no universo.
Que é isso?
É aquele número ali.
É muito número. Planets nearly 700,000 times smaller if everything was going to fit. So small that a single Minecraft block would take over 5 days to walk across. This is where things get complicated.
Mas como é que você faz isso mesmo que tá flutuando e você vai ter que descer muito até chegar lá em...
Mas eu acho que isso daí é um mod que ele faz. E aí ele, olha só, ele tá fazendo Saturno.
I even had to relearn the Pythagorean theorem just to measure their distance. To c squared, the c would then... It is so satisfying to look at this
Olha
and
só.
know that it is Minecraft. This planet is massive. After Saturn, I moved on to building the last gas giants, which turns out
Agora ele tá fazendo
also
Urano.
rings.
É,
But
que
now it was
ele...
time for a massive energy that was 1,000 times larger than the biggest planet I had built so far.
Na
So large that you
vertical.
could fit Earth in
É,
a
ele
single
gira
block.
The
assim.
sun. Oh God, my eyes.
Ele vai fazer o sol agora.
In terms of raw power, the sun is
Nossa,
nothing
plasma.
compared to what's coming up.
Como que ele vai fazer?
Como é que ele vai fazer? Só vai fazer uma bola amarela gigante.
To look like hot radioactive death. Not only did I use the brightest blocks in Minecraft, but I also added massive solar flares.
Nossa, ele tá fazendo as explosões também.
Feel alive with fire. This barely even looks like Minecraft. Oh my god. Oh, there's a mod that lets
Ele
me
colocou
load
muita luz e
1,000
muito fogo.
chunks at once.
1000?
Oh my god. I'm
Mil
loading
quê?
1,000
O que era 1000 ali? Eu não vi
chunks.
também.
That's so cool.
Olha,
But I
ele fez
wasn't
sistema
just trying to build
solar
the solar system. I
inteiro.
wanted more. I wanted the entirety of existence itself.
Tá,
to be
agora
within
ele quer
Minecraft.
fazer mais. Ó,
The
ele tá
whole
falando que quer
universe
fazer mais
would
coisas.
roll away.
O que ele vai fazer
So far,
agora?
we have built 1 out of 200 billion trillion star systems. We have to go bigger. But how was I going to build a nebula, black hole, galaxy, anything if I could barely load in our solar system? I had a genius plan. Obviously, I couldn't actually fit the entire universe in Minecraft,
Mas ele pode
but I
se
could do the next
perder
best
nesse
thing.
universo
See, every
inteiro, não
time I
é?
made
É.
build, the actual scale was going to stay
Ele
almost
fez um
exactly
buraco
the same,
negro
while the size
também.
of the
uma
object
galáxia.
in the
Uma galáxia.
universe was going to get exponentially
Ele devia
larger in
colocar
light
um
years.
buraco negro
Well,
no centro
That
dela.
was the plan, at least. Starting with one of the most famous space photos ever. The Pillars creation.
Ah, ele vai fazer o Pilar da Criação.
I had no idea how hard this would actually be. I wasn't just building planets anymore.
Pilar da Criação, para o que você não sabe, é uma nebula, é uma nebulosa, tá? Que parece uma mão assim, você vai ver.
I was building galactic entities more powerful than anything you could possibly imagine, and I wanted to show it. I used the same measuring idea from the Earth to make everything exact. After the outline, I built what would soon be the massive clouds of space gas that would form the pillars. Oh wow, I just realized how big this thing actually is. I thought you could like stand right next to it and still be seen, but no. This thing is, hold on, 1,175 times larger than the solar system that we just made. And this thing was made.
Que ele tá falando que ele fez esse Pilar da Criação é 1.175 vezes maior que o sistema solar que ele criou. É muito maior. Se ele fez na proporção de 71 anos-luz de distância, que é o tamanho da Pilar da Criação, imagina o tamanho que é, filho.
Of almost every block in the game. And I
É
had
muito
to build
grande.
all of this. Not to mention the lighting, the stars, the magical glowing background. It took 2 straight days of painting just to get the colors right before I could move on to the stars, which by the way weren't normal stars. Okay, you see that? How do I build that? Not only did I build the literal shine of the stars, but I also painted the entire thing with the exact
Olha,
lighting
acabou
shown
fazendo
in
as
the image.
estrelinhas
And with the
também.
glowing blue haze added in the background, it was done.
Ó. Nossa.
Almost identical to real life, because it was time for the most powerful object in the universe. Something heavier than billions of stars that light can't even escape.
Buraco
A
negro.
supermassive black hole. Okay, you know that giant black hole from the movie Interstellar? Yeah, we're gonna build that one. But I had no idea that this would end up being the hardest thing.
Ele vai fazer buraco negro que é baseado na imagem de filme.
Okay, I haven't even started and I'm
Esse.
already lost. What is this?
Nossa,
I don't
isso
even know
aparece
how to
no-
describe it.
no-
I just spent 5 hours
no
figuring
Viagem
out how to make this
Espacial,
on paper and my
igualzinho, não é?
brain
É.
physically hurts. I started on the glowing disc that bent around the black hole and I immediately began to realize how complex this was actually gonna be. Okay, here's the problem. There's not one disc, there's 3. And each disc has to perfectly bend into the other to create the illusion of a black hole. To start, I somehow had to make these 2
É, ele
discs
tá falando que são
completely
3
different
discos ali
sizes,
que ele tem
curve
que
into each
criar
other in a game
um
that is made of cubes. Oh
assim,
God,
assim
what am
e
I
assim.
doing with my life?
É
I've
bem
been
louco.
sitting in this tiny,
Esse que foi a maior
sweaty
dificuldade
room
dele
for
pra fazer
8
o buraco
hours
negro.
trying to build the curve on a black hole. I was trying and failing over and over again until, oh my God, I think I just figured it out. Basically, I can use hundreds of lines as a guide for a perfect slope. Oh my God, yes. I just finished all of the discs. Remember how I said being able to paint with light would be crucial? I was going to have to make this black hole the brightest build in this entire video. Brighter than billions of suns. There can be no mistake in this entire
Ele tem que
thing.
fazer
Every
mais brilhoso
line, every color has to
e
bend
bilhões de
perfectly, or the
sóis.
entire illusion of this build is gonna fall apart. After painting the hot white center ring, I
Olha a
slowly
luz.
faded the colors into darkness, adding wisps of gas made of various blocks. This is so much better than what I imagined. This is the most satisfying build I think I've ever made. It was time to move to an even more unimaginable cosmic scale. Something that shines with billions of stars, galaxies. And not just one, but an entire cluster of them. Every star within my grasp. The entire universe, a click away. I had to figure out how I was going to build not one, but an entire cluster of galaxies. It took me hours just to match the swirl of a single one. Okay, so here's the game plan. I'm going to start at the center with the darkest
galáxia.
colors
É,
and
agora ele
work
tá
my
fazendo
way
uma
out and just
galáxia.
see what happens. Eventually, I had a cobweb of dark spinning gas around the center. I used this as a sort of skeleton to build out the galaxy's brightest arms, which would eventually carry its stars. But there was a problem. This doesn't look real at all, and I have no clue how to change it.
Ó, ele tá com dificuldade porque isso daí não tá parecendo uma galáxia, né?
The entire build is trashed. It didn't just work, it brought them to life. Out of nowhere, I had an almost perfectly realistic galaxy shining in the void. I added all the different stars shining on the brightest spots, and oh my god, yes! And this is just the first one. And it was only downhill from there. I moved on to the next, perfecting the process, adding different shades and variations. I built galaxy after galaxy, scattering them through my new cosmos until the darkness was filled with the light of over a trillion stars swirling through space. I had created nearly every structure that formed the very fabric of existence itself. And before we build the entire universe, let's take a step back. It's time to see if my builds truly can rival the raw and humbling power of our universe.
Olha.
Andrômeda.
É Andrômeda?
Eu acho que eu vi.
Ó, o Sol.
Não tá aparecendo o sistema solar.
Não tá?
Né, porque eles têm que ficar formando um círculo.
Ah, mas aí eu acho que o Minecraft não vai fazer isso, né? Não sei se ele tem alguma coisa pra você fazer os movimentos. Será?
Mods.
Por enquanto ele só tá fazendo a parte estática, que é parada, né? Ó, o planeta. Ele fez os planetas bem alinhados só.
I have no idea how I'm gonna make this possible. We essentially need to build a giant glowing bubble. When you zoom this far out, the universe just looks like a giant cobweb.
O universo observável é 91 bilhões de anos-luz de distância. É muito grande.
Little did I know this network of superclusters would take me over a week to build. I started with the brightest that would shine through the universe and worked my way out, slowly creating every galactic intersection.
Esse é cluster, é aglomerado de galáxias.
Nothing like the real universe. Instead, it looks like some giant ball of tangled yarn.
É aglomerado. Aí quando você vê, parece que é tipo ligação entre eles ali. Parece que é tudo...
Or a tangle of threads
e mais
that took me over
longe
50
é o universo observável.
And there was only one option. I finished off the connections before I moved on to the first
mais longe que o
universo?
Outros universos. Essa é uma teoria ainda.
Não, mais longe que todos os esses outros.
Ninguém sabe ainda. Ninguém chegou a descobrir.
Even though it would literally be impossible to make out a single star from this distance, I still did it, sprinkling stars throughout our cosmos. And that was it. After over a month of work, the entire universe was right before
Olha, demorou um mês pra fazer isso tudo. Ó, isso é como se fosse um universo. O que você achou? Não, ainda, olha aqui. Tem que falar o que você achou. Ei! Ei! Me deixou na mão aqui? Não fala o que você achou? Já viu todos os... o vídeo? É, tchau, né? Fazer o quê? Olha só. Fale o que você achou. Eu achei insano. Vamos...
Eu achei difícil. Eu achei ultra mega difícil que eu vou cortar essa câmera.
É isso aí. Se você gostou, dá um joinha aí. E também eu vou pegar essa orelha.
Peguei de volta.
E também o link do vídeo original está na descrição. Então não se esqueça, se inscreva no canal, ative as notificações e até lá. Falou!